Hello students, I hope all of you are doing well. Welcome again to VARC Weekly Drill, and we are going to solve 3 non-RC questions in this video. So let us get started. The first question is Parajumble. Let us read the sentences and see how can we jumble it up to form a coherent paragraph. So let's get started. Arrange the following sentences correct order. First sentence is, however, this framing risks reducing environmental responsibility to matter of individual morality rather than systematic design. So, systematic design basically means it is not the responsibility of individual person, but it also depends on how systems are working. So, you cannot completely, I mean, push that responsibility or impose that responsibility on individuals. Consequently, the emphasis on personal responsibility often coexists with policy environments that continue to incentivize unsustainable production patterns. So, this is the irony we have talked about. Uh, in this, author wants to say that policy environment keeps on promoting unsustainable production patterns. However, there is emphasis on personal responsibility, right? So, this is irony, this is contradiction. Campaigns promoting sustainable living frequently highlight individual actions such as reducing plastic use or conserving energy. This is the introductory sentence, guys, because here we got to understand what exactly we have been talking about in the previous two options, right? So, this is our introductory sentence. This apparent contradiction suggests that behavioral change, while visible, may not address the deeper structural drivers of environmental degradation. Again, we have come to a conclusion here. So, this certainly is a concluding statement, right? Because here we are saying that this contradiction, what contradiction have we talked about, or where we have talked about this contradiction? In option B, where we are saying that we are focusing on individual cooperation when it comes to environmental things, but on the larger scale, the systems are not doing that. The system is not really valuing individuals' contribution. They are valuing the unsustainable type of growth. Okay. So, yes, this is concluding statement again. So, if we see, C is the opening statement, then comes actions such as reducing plastic use or conserving energy. Now, D cannot be the next sentence. Let's see A and B. However, this framing, of course, we are saying campaigns promoting sustainable living frequently highlight individual action and, such as reducing plastic use or conserving energy. Now, this framing we are talking about in the next sentence, of course. So, this is the next sentence and it is talking about this particular framing. However, this framing risks reducing environmental responsibility to a matter of individual morality rather than systematic design. Of course, we are talking about this in the next sentence, which comes quite coherently and it is in the right flow. So, C, after C, there comes A, and after A, of course, will come B, because D is the concluding statement. In B, we have said, consequently, the emphasis on personal responsibility often coexists with policy. Here we are talking about the contradiction, which has been talked about in last option, which is option D. So, after C comes A, and after A comes B, and after B comes the concluding statement D. So, this is how you have to find out what should be the correct sequence. Okay. Now, let us solve the next question, guys. Let us solve the next question, which is paragraph completion. The snow-covered landscape often appears silent, lifeless, and inhospitable. We are talking about snow-covered landscapes. When we take a look at them, they feel very silent, lifeless, and as if nobody can actually survive on it. To a casual observer, winter seems to suspend biological activity altogether. It seems that no biological activity can happen in winter. Yet beneath the snow lies a surprisingly dynamic environment known as subnevian zones. These zones are beneath the snow and they have quite dynamic environment under them. Where small mammals find insulation under these subnevian zones, Mammals find insulation, mammals find some heat and warmth to carry on their daily actions from extreme temperatures and continue their daily routines. This hidden ecosystem reminds us that surface appearances can be deceptive. So, this hidden ecosystem that is there helps us understand that appearances can be deceptive. There can be many things happening underneath, right? Now we have to find out which option out of these, uh, the given options, which option out of these actually will help us complete this particular paragraph. Okay, let's start. Consequently, ecologists now believe that all winter ecosystems are equally productive and biologically diverse. Now, the superlative like all or none of the above or anything like that, they are supposed to be taken with a pinch of salt, because we are on talking about all the ecologies altogether. We are not talking about it. We are not talking about each and every snow flooded area. No, we are talking about snow in general. So consequently, ecologists now believe this certainly cannot be uh, our answer for the paragraph completion. The tendency to equate visibility with significance, the tendency to equate visibility with significance often causes us to overlook processes that are essential but not immediately apparent. This can complete the paragraph because this is extension of what has been said, that hidden ecosystem reminds us that surface appearances can be deceptive. So this is extension of that. This can complete the paragraph, but we will still check the other two. Therefore, snowfall should be regarded primarily as a threat to the survival of all small animals inhabiting cold regions. No, we are not talking anything of that sort, right? We are not saying that the snowfall is actually harmful. We are saying even if there is snowfall, even if it feels like nothing could happen there are systems running underneath that snow. That's what we are saying. So it is opposite. So this can be your answer. Since subnevian habitats are difficult to study, scientific understanding of winter ecology remain entirely speculative. No, yeah, this is distortion. We are going on entirely different tangent here. So the extension of what has been said in the last line is here in option B, and that's the reason B is our correct answer here. So let's solve the next question. Guys, now we will solve the next question in this series, which is paragraph summary question type. Now, one paragraph is given, some summaries are given below. We have to choose which summary best suits this paragraph. Okay, let's start. In arid ecosystem, arid means very dry and very cold. Arid ecosystems, nutrient availability is often patchy rather than uniformly distributed. You can find nutrients here and there, but it is not uniformly distributed. Shrubs contribute significantly to this pattern by trapping windborne organic matter and creating favorable microenvironments beneath their canopies. So, small shrubs that are there in this environment, they actually help in trapping windborne organic matter, and they create entire not ecosystem exactly, but they help create favorable microenvironments, small, yeah, microenvironments, because they are trapping all the nutrients from the wind. They are, there is a canopy of shrubs, and below that canopy, there are microenvironments. These area accumulate leaf litter and other organic residues, which decompose more efficiently than in exposed soils. In the exposed soils, they don't have any canopies, they don't get the kind of organic matter they require for decomposition or nutrient release, but here they get it under shrubs. As a result, nutrients become concentrated around shrubs, supporting microbial activity and enhancing the growth of nearby plants. Through these processes, shrubs influence not only their immediate surroundings but also the broader functioning of dryland ecosystem. So shrubs are very important basically, right? We have to find out the summary that best matches with it. Arid ecosystem are characterized by poor decomposition rates because harsh environmental conditions inhibit microbial activity throughout the landscape. So this is not the summary. We are saying in arid environment, we still have microenvironments, right? So this cannot be our answer. Wind is the principal factor governing. Is wind the principal factor? Shrubs are the principal factor, not the wind. Shrubs are catching nutrients from the wind itself, right? So this again cannot be our summary. From the first sentence only we know that this is not going to be the summary. Shrubs benefit primarily from nutrient-rich soils that naturally occur beneath them in arid regions. No, we are saying they create those microenvironments. We are not saying how they benefit from it, right? So this cannot be the answer. By fostering nutrient accumulation, decomposition in localized areas, shrubs help shape the structure and functioning of arid ecosystems. This is exactly what we have been talking about in the passage. So this, guys, is our paragraph summary. So guys, I hope you have understood this. And again, as I have told you previously, I have told you many times, it is the high time now. It is the month of June, and in November you will face CAT exams. So I hope you are ready. I hope you are practicing. And if you're not doing that, guys, please wake up. It is the high time. And even if you are doing that, I hope you are doing it in a structured manner. To understand the structure, how to go about it, how you are supposed to solve, when you are supposed to start with your mock tests, sectional tests, and all of that. For that, you need a structured plan. So, if you are failing at it, if you want more support in that, I want you to visit our website. On our website, there are courses which are very well structured. They are structured in such a way that you will get all the practice that you require for your VARC section, for your other sections also that are there in CAT. Okay, so there is a composite course we have launched. uh, if you use some promo code which is already given over there, you will get it in a very, you know, very manageable rates. So make sure you go to our website, check it out, and rather than check it in, I would simply ask you to buy it and start practicing from there. It is very structured. You will be able to understand types of questions that you get. You will get easy to moderate to advanced level questions. You will get past year papers questions in that as well, which will help you immensely in your preparation. Okay, so I hope you take this advice seriously. Go to the website and check it out. All the best with your preparation, guys, and we are again going to meet in the next week with VARC drill.